Dabo Swinney's had a couple of press conferences the last couple of weeks where he kind of said, look, if Clemson doesn't like what we're doing here and they want to move on from me, hey, I'll go somewhere else. I'll coach somewhere else. He ain't done, right? And I'm pulling up Dabo Swinney right now. He is 55 years old. 55 years old. 2 national championships. I have to say, for a while there, Dabo Swinney, I don't know if he still is, but he was kind of the number one public enemy for me as an Ohio State fan because he had Ohio State's number for a nice chunky years there. You can go back. Gosh, I remember they beat Ohio State in a bowl game. I think it was the Cotton Bowl. Don't quote me on that. I can look that up right here. This was years ago, before they won their national championships. Dabo and Clemson wins their national championships in 2016 and 2018. Remember, they had Deshaun Watson, and then they had Trevor Lawrence as the quarterback in 2018 when he wins the national championship. Deshaun Watson in 2016. Okay, I can't remember which bowl game they beat Ohio State in before that, but that's neither here nor there. You don't really care. Maybe it was the Orange Bowl. I don't remember. I don't have the greatest memory. I remember seeing Ohio State, though, play Clemson with Deshaun Watson. This was the college football playoff semifinal. So what year was this? Anyway, Ohio State got beat 31-0 by Clemson. 31-0 in that game. College football playoff semifinal. And then spin it ahead, and Clemson beats Ohio State in the college football playoff again. That was with Trevor Lawrence. If you remember that game, there was all kinds of kind of craziness. There was like a targeting call that was very controversial where Ohio State, one of their best defensive players, was called for targeting. There was that fumble, if you remember, that it looked like a fumble. They said it wasn't a completed catch. Anyway, I'm just kind of in my brain thinking of this game, and I'm kind of getting off topic. That's what I do. But I'm just trying to say Dabo Swinney was Ohio State's nemesis for a good number of years there. And I really respect what he built as a program. Now, Clemson did win a national championship. I believe it was 1981. But it had been a long time since Clemson was knocking on the door each and every year to play for and win national championships. So that's where, look, I know Clemson fans probably got used to being in the Final Four, winning a national championship every couple years. But what was Clemson before Dabo Swinney? That's my point. It's not like Ohio State where, and I know I keep making the Ohio State comparisons, but you can go back really 35 years, 40 years, whatever it is, with the Buckeyes. And I don't want to say it didn't matter who was the head coach. I mean, John Cooper had a great win-loss record, but he could never beat Michigan. But he handed the baton to Jim Tressel. Jim Tressel essentially did what John Cooper did, but he beat Michigan each and every year, basically every year. And he won a national championship. Jim Tressel hands the ball off to Urban Meyer. There was the weird Luke Fickell year with the tattoos, but we'll skip that. But I'm saying Urban Meyer takes it even to another level. He never loses to Michigan. 7-0, wins a national championship, gets the team essentially the college football playoff most years. We know what happens with Urban. Urban hands it off to Ryan Day. Things are looking good early. Then Ryan Day can't win a big game. He can't beat Michigan. Then all of a sudden the last, five big games, now he can't lose. But what I'm saying is Ohio State as a program, so that's going back 30 years, whatever it is, consistently winning 10, 11, sometimes 12 games every single year. They've won national championships now, 3 different coaches, kind of 3 different eras, right? In the early aughts, in the teens, we're going to call it. It was 2014, but then in 2024. So about every 10 years or so, Ohio State's winning a national championship. My point is, and I always go longer than I want to, but Ohio State is more of a program, where Dabo, I get it. Like, if you're not loving Dabo the last couple of years, I understand, but where were you before Dabo, and where will you be after Dabo if he leaves, right? Are you going to get a better coach than Dabo? By the way, for a while, I thought that Dabo would replace Nick Saban. And right now, Dabo's kind of on a little bit of a downturn, and who knows what's going to happen at Alabama. He wouldn't be their first choice now. And now, again, I'm kind of all over the place. But if I'm Alabama, if you're not liking what's going on with Kalen DeBoer and that monstrous buyout, I'm not saying it's going to happen this year, but down the road, I mean, isn't Lane Kiffin the first call you have to make? Maybe Lane likes staying there at Ole Miss. I don't know. Could have had the Auburn job, but Auburn and Alabama are not the same. So who knows? My point being, Clemson fans, I understand if you're not super happy. But look, even in Dabo's down years, I know they're 1-3 this year. They're 0-2, so really rough start. But they made the college football playoff last year, expanded playoff. We know that. I mean, they won 10 games last year. Up until this year, they've been ranked. They've been ranked every season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 straight years ranked in the top 25. And you had a stretch there from 2015 to 2020 where they're ranked in the top 5 every year. Look at that. Finished second, won the Natty. Finished fourth, won the Natty. Finished second, finished third. That's 2015 until 2020 and the COVID year there. And the COVID year, that's where they actually lost to Ohio State in the bowl game. That was Justin Fields. Then Ohio State goes on to get smoked by Alabama during that COVID year. Okay, so we're just talking coaches. And again, all I'm saying is Mike Gundy, he gone. We'll see if he coaches somewhere else. Still pretty young, 58. He's got the beautiful flowing mullet. Dabo's only 55. Clemson fans, be worried. Be concerned about what you wish for, right? You don't like Dabo, and he's basically, even in his down years, top 20, top 15, whatever it is, it could be worse. I know he's not. Look, it's hard to replicate that streak I just said. 2015 to 2020, 6 years in a row, the dude finishes in the freaking top 4, in the top 4 of college football. It's hard to sustain that. Not many programs can sustain that. Lately, I mean, Ohio State's probably one of the only programs that could say something like that, finishing around the top 5